Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nail Nails. In this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to fill these nails. These nails have been on for 7 weeks. These are the Toppets nails that I did with the dual forms. So yes, they look a little bit of a mess. People have asked us, well, how do you fill a set of nails if they've been done with Toppets? And I thought to myself, I don't know. Do you just fill them the conventional way? Or people said, can you fill them with the Toppets? Can you use a Toppet to fill them? And we don't know. So let's give it a go. So first of all, what I need to do is, obviously I've applied gel polish to the top of these and crystals. I know I have two different hands. This is because I went to Vegas and I wanted a long hand and a shorter hand because I'd already done these with the Toppets and I just frankly couldn't be bothered to do another set on my non-dominant hand. So I just jazzed up the Toppets. And guess what? They're still on. Yes, they look like they need a fill because that's not nice, is it? But we're going to make them pretty again. I'm going to take off the stones, I'm going to remove the gel polish, and then we're going to see what we're left with. So taking the stones off, I'm going to use, I've got these quite big nippers because I like to grab the sides of the stones, and what that does, it cracks the product that's holding the stones on. So I've got a bit of acrylic on there, I've got a bit of Mega Gloss. So I'm going to take all my stones off in exactly the same way. I am going to support my finger underneath though, and the nail, because I don't want to like press on the end of this tip and cause pressure here, because that will create a lot of pressure because of how far down the nail has grown. So I am going to support my nail, and I'm also going to turn my phone on silent because I have forgot. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove the gel polish. I'm using an electric file. Notice what hand I'm using. I'm using my non-dominant hand.
Oh yeah, I've just realised that you're doing it.
Yeah, it's all non-dominant, this is. So, what will help when you're using your non-dominant hand is resting that hand. So I'm resting my hand on the table. So I'm not like holding it and trying to do it like this. That'll be really difficult. I'm resting my arm on the table and I'm then resting my fingers together. So I'm steady. And obviously if you're left-handed, this would be your other way around. You'd be using your right hand now. So I've used the e-file to take off anything that was lifted. I did find when I was filing, it did sort of start to lift a little bit more, even though they stayed on really well, but it did start to lift off the nail more. And I think that's probably just because they were done with the Toppets. So what I'm going to do now is push back the cuticles, do the cuticle work. I've got a lot of cuticle work to do because it's been a long time. So I'm going to do my cuticle work, pushing back the cuticles. Don't forget, I'm using my left hand. Don't judge me. I am going to go around with my e-file around the cuticle area just to clean that up before I start to file on my nail. Doing this very soft. I'm just using a comb bit to take away any non-living tissue off that nail. It's not really abrasive. What it kind of does is exfoliates the skin away. So now I've done the cuticle work, I am going to remove the surface shine from that nail that's grown at the back. And then we're also going to blend this section. So where the acrylic meets the natural nail, we're going to blend that in. I'm going to do that on all of the nails, and then it'll be exciting because we will put the product on and we'll give it a go and see if this works. going to use max adhesion. I don't want it to set up really quickly, so I'm not going to use high speed. I'm going to dehydrate. So dehydrating my natural nail. And I'm going to prime. Right, okay, so we're going to give this a go. Not going to lie, I'm a little bit nervous about this. Have I ever used warm beige? I think I have. So, theory behind this is, I'll definitely need a bigger peep than that, to place the product in, sweep it back, and also sweep it forward a bit as well. So make it very, very thin here. Make sure you've got enough where the product needs to be filled. So this is my theory. Let's see if it works. I'm gently going to rock it down. I'm just going to gently press here to spread that very thin part of acrylic onto that nail. Get rid of this excess. Don't forget I'm doing this with my non-dominant hand. I'm going to do my other nails while that starts to set. So blend it to the cuticle, turn it round. And blend it down. You just want to blend it down as long as the nail is. So the easiest bit with this is the fact that you don't need to create this shape at the end. Make sure the majority of the product is in that fill area. So towards that back third. Give it a go. I'm going to anchor it under my cuticle. Start to place it on. I think I probably put a bit too much on there. I do have a bit of excess, so I'm going to put my finger on the other side so I don't disturb the dual form. And I can scrape that away. Using the Toppets are an amazing tool though if you can't do your nails with your non-dominant hand. It'll definitely help you.
I'm still quite surprised at like the things like that they've lasted so long from the first application. I mean, do you want to list some of the things that you've done?
Oh well, yeah, I've done a lot of things with these nails. I have been on a helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon. I have my best friend is disabled. She's in a wheelchair, so I help her to transfer from seat to seat, whether that be in a taxi or a limousine or a helicopter, because we went to Las Vegas for her birthday. So yeah, I've done a lot of like manhandling of my friend. I've shot guns in America as well. We shot guns, so they've had a bit of aggression, let's say the least. I've done Quasar, so we've done Laser Quest.
Oh, cool.
With my daughter. for her birthday. So yeah, plus football, coaching football, grabbing the balls out of the bag, setting up the cones, all that. And then the normal day-to-day duties of a housewife. I used to do that all the time. So they have gone through a fair bit of battering. Yeah, so I definitely think pulling it down quite thin works best. I do think adding that little bit to go over the entire nail will help. And it'll help when it comes to filing, definitely. Alright, so let's go to the thumb, because that will be set. And let's take the top it off. Rock it from side to side and it comes off. Yeah, obviously we need to file him a little bit. See what this one's like. Not bad, not bad. This is the one where we didn't go all the way to the end. You'll see that we haven't got quite a clean finish on that. So we've got to do a little bit of filing there. Yeah, so we're going to file these now. So I'm just going to make sure that the side walls are nice and straight and all that. I think we won't have a great deal of filing to do, to be honest. We'll have more filing on this one. This one needs a bit of attention. Let's just review how we think it's gone. I think it's gone okay. I think we can definitely fill with a top it dual form. I think, yes, if you struggle with that, some people struggle with fills because they're not very good at the cuticle area. They struggle getting it to really flush. So this is a good way to do your fills.
Would you advise people to do it the full blended down?
Definitely blended down. The other way was just a bit of an inconvenience, really. It made it ledge, didn't it? So you need to make sure you blend down from here and blend to the length. So you might just want to, while you're doing it, just pop that at the side with the product in. Check how far down you've blended to make sure you have covered the nail. And it's only very thin that you need, so not a lot of product that you need.
A lot of people comment on the fact that some of the topics don't have a big enough size for thumbs, right? So is there something that you can advise people to do?
If you struggle to get the right size top it for your thumb, you're going to be left with no alternative than to fill that little. So if I pull this, so it's not going to fit. See this part here? Some people get that. You basically just have to fill that in with product.
What about when it squeezes out the side? Could you just sort of push that in?
You could, if you get your brush and sort of push it in and pattern press it in, then slice off the rest of the product. You can use the squishing out of the product to your advantage. I am going to wipe over these with acetone. Smooth them out. And all I'm going to do with these for now is pop on some top coat. So we're going to use the Urban Graffiti top coat. So I'm going to finish with cuticle oil. This is the pink pineapple oil. So there you are, guys. That's how to fill your nails using Top It dual forms. Who knew it? Who knew you could do it? We know now because we've had a little play. Have a go. Tell me how you get on. Don't forget to comment below. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. You can always click on the little bell and that'll give you notifications of when we release new videos, so you can watch them. All the products that I've used today will be listed below as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you, bye!
It's not really in a very accessible
Pop that in
place.
the lamp that's half a mile away from my arm.
It's a good job you got long arms.
Go gadget arms.
feel like I want to do?
Wow.
I want to do, you know when you go to the dentist and you've got the assistant who's got the Hoover?
Yeah.
Hoover up. I want to do that
I
right
need
now.
one of them. I need an assistant that sucks it up. That thing.
I think they use a Hoover, yeah.
It's not a Hoover.
It is a Hoover. It's a mouth Hoover.
Is that what they're called?
I don't know what it looks like. It makes the same noise.
Well, my Hoover doesn't go.
Yeah,
If it does that, there's something wrong with your Hoover.
It's sucking up
It's
juices,
sucking up
mouth juice.
saliva. What do they do with that juice that they suck up?
Oh. Blech. Somebody has to empty it once a week.
Oh, that's horrible.
I bet we've just made some people ill.
Oh,
watching this.
that is vile. That is vile.